Listen closely. Something is ending today. Something is being revealed. Something you've been avoiding for weeks, maybe months, is about to surface with a clarity so sharp it cuts through every illusion you've been hiding behind. December 31st is not just the last day of the year. It is a cosmic reckoning, a moment when the universe strips away the comfortable lies and forces you to see the truth of where you've been, what you built, and whether any of it is actually aligned with where your soul is trying to go. Before we go deeper into this awakening, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, because what is unfolding in this message is not entertainment. It is a truth transmission. And if you feel this message landing in your chest right now, comment, "I am ready for the truth," to anchor yourself into this frequency. Take a breath. Feel the weight in your body. You are standing at the edge of a year that changed you. And today, the universe is asking one final question. Are you being honest with yourself? On December 31st, 2025, at exactly 2:15 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, Mercury at 26 degrees Sagittarius forms a perfect square with Saturn at 26 degrees Pisces. This is not a casual transit. This is the final square of the Mercury-Saturn cycle, the moment when your mind finally catches up with reality, when your beliefs collide with the actual outcomes you've created, when the stories you've been telling yourself can no longer survive under the weight of what actually happened this year. Mercury in Sagittarius has been painting visions, dreaming big, believing in possibilities, speaking with optimism and faith. Saturn in Pisces has been dissolving illusions, testing emotional foundations, revealing where faith became fantasy and where hope became avoidance. Today, these two forces meet in a square, a 90-degree angle of tension, friction, confrontation. And the result is undeniable clarity. The kind that makes you sit down and finally admit what you've known all along, but were too afraid to say out loud. This is the Cosmic Review, the year-end assessment, delivered not by your mind, but by the universe itself. Mercury represents your thoughts, your communication, your mental processes, the way you understand and interpret your reality. Saturn represents structure, limitation, truth, time, the harsh teacher who does not allow shortcuts or self-deception. When Mercury squares Saturn, especially at the end of the year, it is like standing in front of a mirror that shows not what you wish you looked like, but what you actually became. Every goal you set that you didn't follow through on, every relationship you knew wasn't working but stayed in anyway, every promise you made to yourself that you broke, every time you chose comfort over courage, today all of it rises to the surface. Not to punish you, to wake you up, because the year is closing and you cannot carry unfinished truth into the next chapter. The universe will not allow it. Saturn demands honesty. Mercury delivers the message. And together, they create a moment so sobering, so clarifying, so unavoidable, that you have no choice but to face what is real. December 31st carries a weight that most people feel but cannot name. There is a strange heaviness in the air, a pressure that sits in the chest, a restlessness that makes it hard to celebrate the way everyone else seems to be celebrating. If you've been feeling this, you are not imagining it. You are sensing the energetic signature of Mercury square Saturn, the cosmic closing of a chapter that requires acknowledgement, reflection, and truth before the door can fully shut. Most people will move through today distracted by parties, resolutions, countdowns, the performance of transition. But you feel something deeper. You feel the pull to stop, to sit in silence, to look back at the year with raw honesty and ask yourself the questions no one else is asking. Did I live in alignment this year? Did I honor my truth? Did I follow through on what mattered? Did I choose growth, or did I choose safety? Did I build something real, or did I just survive? These are not comfortable questions, but they are the questions Mercury square Saturn demands you answer. Saturn does not care about your excuses. Saturn does not care how hard things were, or how scared you felt, or how much you wished things were different. Saturn only cares about one thing. What did you actually do? What did you actually create? What did you actually choose? And if the answer is not aligned with what your soul knows it needs, Saturn will make that misalignment impossible to ignore today. You may feel frustrated, disappointed, or even angry with yourself. You may feel regret for time wasted or opportunities missed. You may feel the sting of realizing that you spent months, maybe the entire year, moving in a direction that was never truly yours. This discomfort is not punishment, it is recalibration. It is your soul shaking you awake so you do not repeat the same patterns in the year ahead. Mercury is currently sitting at the galactic center, a point in the sky that astrologers describe as a cosmic intelligence hub, a place where universal perspective floods into human awareness. This means that today your mind is not operating from the small, limited, fear-based perspective you usually operate from. Today, your mind is being upgraded. Today you are tapping into a level of clarity and insight that you do not normally have access to. You are seeing the bigger picture, the patterns, the threads, the truth beneath the surface. This is why the realizations hitting you today feel so profound, so undeniable, so different from the usual mental chatter you experience. You are not just thinking, you are knowing, and what you know today cannot be unknown tomorrow. The galactic center does not whisper, it downloads. And Mercury square Saturn ensures that the download lands not as inspiration, but as instruction. Not as possibility, but as directive. Not as maybe, but as now. If you have been waiting for a sign to let go of something, this is it. If you have been wondering whether you should stay or leave, speak up or stay silent, commit or walk away, today brings the answer. Not through a voice from the sky, but through a feeling in your gut, a knowing in your bones, a clarity in your mind that finally makes sense. The confusion lifts, the fog clears, the truth stands in front of you, undeniable and unavoidable. And the only question left is whether you are brave enough to act on it. But here is what most people will not tell you. Mercury square Saturn is not just about looking back, it is about preparing to move forward. Saturn is not just the planet of limitations. Saturn is the planet of mastery, discipline, commitment, and long-term vision. When Saturn square Mercury at the end of the year, it is not just closing the door on what did not work. It is asking you what you are willing to commit to in the year ahead. It is asking you what structures you need to build, what discipline you need to embody, what truth you need to speak, what clarity you need to hold in order to create the life your soul is actually calling for. This is not a soft feel-good transit. This is a boss-level transit. This is the universe handing you a mirror and a blueprint at the same time. The mirror shows you what was. The blueprint shows you what could be, but only if you are willing to get serious, get honest, and get committed. Today is not about resolutions that fade by February. Today is about soul-level commitments that reshape your entire trajectory. Today is about deciding who you are going to be, not who you hope to become. Today is about choosing the hard truth over the comfortable lie. Today is about stepping into accountability, integrity, and alignment, even when it is inconvenient, even when it is uncomfortable, even when no one is watching. Because Saturn does not reward performance. Saturn rewards consistency. Saturn rewards discipline. Saturn rewards those who do the work even when the work is hard. While Mercury square Saturn is affecting everyone on the planet, 3 zodiac signs are standing directly in the line of fire. These 3 signs are being asked to make decisions, face truths, and shift trajectories in ways that will define the entire year ahead. If you are one of these signs, you already know. You have been feeling the pressure building for days, maybe weeks. Today, that pressure reaches its breaking point. And what happens next will depend entirely on how willing you are to face the truth and act on it. The 3 signs are Sagittarius, Pisces, and Gemini. Let's break down what each of these signs is facing today and why this transit is so critical for their evolution. Sagittarius, this transit is happening in your sign, with Mercury sitting at 26 degrees Sagittarius, squaring Saturn in Pisces. This means the pressure is internal, the reckoning is personal, and the truth is unavoidable. You have spent this year believing in something, chasing something, building towards something. But today the universe is asking, was it real? Was it aligned? Was it true? Or was it just a story you told yourself to avoid facing a harder reality? You are being forced to confront the difference between vision and delusion, between faith and fantasy, between optimism and avoidance. Mercury in your sign has given you the ability to dream big, to see possibilities, to believe in better. But Saturn in Pisces has been dissolving the parts of your vision that were never grounded in reality. Today you see it. You see where you overpromised and underdelivered. You see where you believed without building. You see where you talked without acting. And it stings, but this sting is not meant to break you. It is meant to refocus you. The truth is, Sagittarius, you are capable of extraordinary things, but only when you match your vision with discipline. Only when you pair your faith with action. Only when you stop talking about what you are going to do and start doing it. Today is your wake-up call. Today is your chance to stop living in the potential of your future and start building the reality of your present. The year ahead requires commitment, structure, focus, and follow through. No more excuses, no more distractions, no more half efforts. If you want the life you say you want, you have to build it. And building it starts with getting brutally honest about where you have been avoiding the work. Pisces, Saturn has been in your sign for years now, teaching you about boundaries, responsibility, emotional maturity, and the difference between compassion and self-sacrifice. Mercury square Saturn today is highlighting where you have been lying to yourself, where you have been staying in situations that drain you, where you have been giving your energy to people who do not deserve it, where you have been avoiding hard conversations because you do not want to hurt anyone. But here is the truth, Pisces. By avoiding those conversations, by staying in those situations, by giving to people who take without returning, you are hurting yourself. And today, the universe is making that undeniable. You may feel a sudden wave of clarity about a relationship, a job, a living situation, or a pattern that has been draining you for months. You may finally see that what you thought was love was actually codependency. What you thought was helping was actually enabling. What you thought was loyalty was actually fear of being alone. Saturn in your sign has been asking you to build emotional boundaries, to honor your own needs, to stop dissolving into other people's problems, and start holding your own center. Mercury square Saturn today is the final test. The final moment where you either choose yourself or you choose to stay stuck. The discomfort you feel today is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that something is finally right. It is your soul telling you that you have outgrown this version of yourself, that you deserve more, that you are capable of more, and that staying small to make others comfortable is no longer an option. The year ahead is calling you into your power, Pisces. But power requires boundaries. Power requires saying no. Power requires walking away from what does not serve you, even when it is familiar, even when it is comfortable, even when others do not understand. Today, you are being asked to choose, and the choice you make today will determine the entire trajectory of your next year. Gemini, Mercury is your ruling planet, which means this square with Saturn hits you differently than it hits others. For you, this is not just an external event, this is an internal crisis. This is your mind being restructured, your thoughts being tested, your communication being challenged, your mental patterns being confronted. You have been moving fast this year, juggling options, keeping doors open, staying flexible, avoiding commitment. But today, Saturn is asking, what are you actually building? What have you actually committed to? What have you actually followed through on? And if the answer is nothing solid, nothing real, nothing lasting, today is going to feel heavy. You may feel mentally blocked, like your usual quick thinking has slowed down. You may feel frustrated by delays, miscommunications, or plans that fall apart. You may feel pressure to make a decision you have been avoiding for months. Saturn square Mercury is forcing you to stop moving and start thinking, not surface-level thinking, deep thinking, strategic thinking, long-term thinking. You cannot keep hopping from option to option, hoping something will work out. You cannot keep avoiding commitment because you are afraid of choosing wrong. You cannot keep living in the mental realm without grounding any of it into physical reality. The year ahead requires focus, Gemini. It requires choosing a direction and committing to it. It requires following through even when it gets hard. It requires building something real instead of just thinking about building something real. Today is your moment to stop talking and start deciding, to stop planning and start doing, to stop avoiding and start committing. The universe is not giving you more time. The universe is giving you clarity. And what you do with that clarity will determine whether you spend the next year spinning in circles or actually moving forward. Today is also marked by another powerful alignment. Mars in Capricorn, the warrior planet in the sign of structure and achievement, is forming a sextile with the North Node in Pisces, the point of destiny and soul evolution. This is significant because while Mercury square Saturn is forcing you to see the truth, Mars sextile the North Node is giving you the energy, the courage, and the divine timing to act on that truth. Mars in Capricorn is about practical action, disciplined effort, and strategic execution. The North Node in Pisces is about spiritual alignment, intuitive guidance, and soul-level purpose. When these two forces come together in a harmonious sextile, it creates a doorway where action and destiny align, where what you do in the physical world is supported by what your soul knows is right, where effort is not just effort but momentum toward your highest path. This means that today, you are not just being confronted with truth. You are being given the power to do something about it. You are being handed the energy to make the hard choice, to have the difficult conversation, to take the bold step, to walk away from what no longer serves you, to commit to what actually matters. Mars sextile the North Node is the universe saying, I will support you, I will give you strength, I will align the timing. But you have to move, you have to act. You have to trust that the clarity you are receiving today is not random, it is divine. And the actions you take in response to that clarity will be supported by forces you cannot see, but can absolutely feel. If you have been waiting for permission to change your life, this is it. If you have been waiting for a sign that it is time to let go, this is it. If you have been waiting for courage to choose yourself, this is it. The universe is not waiting for you to feel ready. The universe is creating the conditions for you to become ready, and those conditions are here now. Today, December 31st, the final day of the year, the final chance to close this chapter with integrity, with honesty, with alignment. Do not waste it. Here is what most people will do today. They will distract themselves. They will drink, party, scroll, numb, perform happiness while avoiding the deeper discomfort bubbling beneath the surface. They will make surface-level resolutions based on what they think they should want, instead of what their soul actually needs. They will enter the new year carrying the same unhealed patterns, the same unspoken truths, the same unfinished business. And by February they will wonder why nothing has changed. But you are not most people. You are reading this message because your soul is awake, because your intuition is sharp, because you know that today is not just another day. Today is a portal, a closing, a reckoning, a choice. And the choice you make today, whether to face the truth or avoid it, whether to act on your clarity or ignore it, whether to commit to alignment or settle for comfort, that choice will ripple into every single day of the year ahead. So here is what you need to do. Sit in silence today, even if it is just for 20 minutes. No music, no distractions, no phone. Just you and your thoughts. Let the truth rise. Let the clarity land. Let the realizations surface. Do not push them away. Do not rationalize them. Do not make excuses. Just listen. Your soul is speaking today louder than it has all year, and what it is telling you is not what you want to hear. It is what you need to hear. Write it down. Get it out of your head and onto paper. What did this year teach me? What did I avoid? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to commit to? What truth have I been avoiding? What choice do I need to make? Do not edit yourself. Do not perform for an imaginary audience. Just write the raw, unfiltered truth. This is not journaling for Instagram. This is soul excavation. And the answers you uncover today will become the foundation of everything you build in the year ahead. Then take one action, one small, tangible, physical action that reflects the truth you just uncovered. If you realized you need to leave a situation, send the message, make the call, book the appointment. If you realized you need to commit to something, make the commitment public, tell someone who will hold you accountable, put money down, take the first step. If you realized you need to set a boundary, set it today. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait until you feel ready. Do not wait until it is convenient. Act today. Because Mercury square Saturn is not about thinking, it is about deciding. And Mars sextile the North Node is not about planning, it is about moving. The universe is supporting you today in ways it may not support you tomorrow. The door is open, but you have to walk through it. As the year ends and the new year begins, understand this. Time is not linear in the way we think it is. The universe does not operate on calendars, but humans do. And because we do, moments like December 31st carry energetic significance. They carry the weight of closure, of transition, of collective intention. And when that weight aligns with a transit as powerful as Mercury square Saturn, it becomes a cosmic checkpoint. A moment when the universe pauses, looks at you and asks, are you awake? Are you paying attention? Are you ready to change? Or are you going to keep pretending everything is fine when your soul is screaming for transformation? If this message has landed in your chest, if you feel the weight of it, if you recognize the truth in it, that is not coincidence. That is confirmation. You are one of the people this transit is speaking to. You are one of the souls being called into deeper alignment. You are one of the chosen ones who is being asked to step up, to grow up, to face the truth, and to act on it. Do not ignore this call. Do not brush it off. Do not tell yourself you will deal with it later. Later does not exist. There is only now, and now is asking everything of you. The year ahead is going to be extraordinary, but only for those who are willing to do the work. Only for those who are willing to face the truth. Only for those who are willing to commit, to build, to follow through, to show up even when it is hard. Saturn does not reward wishes. Saturn rewards effort. Saturn rewards discipline. Saturn rewards those who honor their word, who keep their commitments, who build something real even when no one is watching. If you want a year of transformation, of growth, of alignment, of manifestation, it starts today. It starts with the truth you are willing to face. It starts with the choice you are willing to make. It starts with the action you are willing to take. December 31st, 2025 is not the end, it is the beginning. But only if you are brave enough to close the door on what no longer serves you and step into the unknown of what could be. The universe is speaking today. The question is, are you listening? If this message resonated at a soul level, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment, I am ready for the truth, to anchor this energy into your timeline. The final reckoning portal is open. The truth is here. The choice is yours. And your destiny is waiting.